There are certain things that our kids can do in which their sibling can either make or break the behavior strategies that we are trying to implement. And that can be anything from laughing at them and egging them on to also over exaggerating when they do something to annoy them that's not really a big deal, but that makes the other sibling do it more. So what do? Whether your kids are laughing at each other or they are simply just fighting all the time and constantly not getting along, something that you can do is pull your kids aside separately and go over certain situations or scenarios that they might be in proactively. We're going to utilize something called behavior skills training. You can also utilize the teaching interaction procedure for this to teach these skills. So that means instruction, modeling, practice, and feedback. And I cannot tell you how beneficial this is. I did this for my older child when my younger daughter was a toddler because she would torment her and she would physically go at her. My older daughter wouldn't make the situation any better. She would have these big giant reactions to anything my toddler did. And so I had to review certain situations she might find herself in. When Grace comes at her and tries to pull her hair, when she takes a toy from her.
Doll.
And you're going to say?
I'm using that, Gracie.
But
you could have like something like your Elmo doll.
all those scenarios we practiced until she was fluent in it. And here's the biggest part because we need buy-in. For certain behaviors in my house that are a very big deal, such as staying in your bed overnight or sibling rivalry, because those two things are very important to me, I utilize the gem jar system to teach those behaviors in which my children earn gems for specific behaviors that I defined, and then they were able to cash those gems in for a reward or a prize that they had picked out. And so I got buy-in from my older daughter to go along with this because she earned gems when she did so. The same thing is true. If your kids are laughing at each other, what you can do is utilize this gem jar system, but that's not what's going to teach it. That's going to get buy-in. What's going to teach it is you pulling your kids aside separately or together, but probably separately first, and going over certain situations they might find themselves in which they do laugh at each other, what they should do instead, and how that will earn them gems. And then you have to practice it. That's the other key to this. And then, of course, reinforce it. And that's how we're going to create a home in which you can actually leave the room because your kids can be alone with each other, or you don't have to worry about them making each other's challenging behavior worse.